More local news now. Starting today, a Penticton couple will depend on FortisBC to supply just a quarter of its electricity. The rest will come from their own backyard. They believe going green will help them save money, become self-sufficient. The couple are now owners of a massive solar tracker. As Angela Jung reports, it's being called the first of its kind in Western Canada.
This 26-foot mast gleams in the sunshine as it's carefully placed on a concrete base.
I think my first impression, I think I laughed. I'm putting a tower in my yard.
What the silver tower will hold is even more impressive. Crews are getting ready to install this. It's like the size of a house and carries 40 solar panels. It's made in Germany, and the company boasts this is Western Canada's first solar tracker.
Well, there's a common misconception that it's not sunny enough here to invest into solar. However, the solar irradiation is much higher here than it is actually in Germany.
Unlike other solar panels, this moves throughout the day along with the sun, making it twice as efficient as regular panels. Hence its name, Solar Tracker. This is where the GPS is stored, allowing the solar tracker to know its exact geographical position and the position of the sun.
When you want to get a tan, you always move towards the sun, right?
Like a personal power plant, this will generate most of the household's electricity.
And this system will provide 72% of our annual power consumption.
They will rely on FortisBC to supply the rest of their power, but on bright, warm days like today, the excess energy they don't need will get fed into the electrical company's grid.
So we're working with Fortis right now, and they are offering a good payback rate. So I think it's a feasible way to go.
The solar tracker is handled delicately because it isn't cheap. The company compared this to a luxury import vehicle.
One of the things that cinched it for us was a friend showing up with a brand new Audi, and we looked at that and said, well, you could spend as much on a vehicle as you could for a solar system.
It's probably a long payback period till we get to ground zero from what we've spent. They've estimated 14 years.
But after that 14-year mark, the solar tracker will be paid off, and the couple will only be paying a quarter of what they're paying now for electricity, because they can harvest the rest of the power on their own. Angela Jung, Global News, Penticton.
So far, there are 5,000 solar trackers in the world. The German company started 15 years ago and now has 2 Canadian branches.